Hello guys, so it is Tuesday and almost dinner time, but quite frankly I need an afternoon pick-me-up. So I was gonna make a smoothie, so I said why not put on my camera and let you guys see what smoothie I am making today, because earlier this weekend I put a picture of a smoothie that I was making with some really delicious good stuff. And a lot of people who are watching the segment, who are watching the picture on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's The Domestic Lifestylist on Instagram. A lot of people said that they would try the smoothie. So that gave me the idea to do a live video of the smoothie I'm making. Now, if you're not subscribed to The Domestic Lifestylist, thedomesticlifestyles.com, let me tell you what's on there today. What went live today is a post called How to Jumpstart Your Immunity and Avoid Getting Sick. And so, you know, I'm going to drop the link for that article below once this live is finished. But let me tell you something about that. One of the ways that I jumpstart my immunity, one of the tips in the post is about the smoothies that I make and what I put in them. So that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one of the tips for how to jumpstart your immunity and avoid getting sick by one of the ingredients that I put in my smoothie. I'm going to give you a couple tips of how I make my smoothies extra delicious and why my children prefer my smoothies over my grooms. Don't tell them I said anything. Hold on, I'm going to put this computer down and we're going to start cooking. Can we say cooking if we're making a smoothie? Or we can just say, start blending. Maybe I should say we're gonna start blending. All right, so today in this smoothie, I have some bananas, some spinach, some almond milk because we're making it dairy-free. And I have some protein powder that I'm gonna talk to you about and some wild blueberries. Now, of course, it seems like I didn't get this the right height, but don't worry, we'll work it out. So let me show you what's going on here. Now, what I like to do when I have bananas at home, when they're really ripe, this is what I recommend you do too. When your bananas are really ripe, don't throw those things away. You put it in the freezer. You put your bananas in the freezer, then you can use them later on for smoothies or different delicious things that you're making, banana pancakes, whatever. So please don't throw away your bananas with the black spots on them, because that's the best ones. So what I've done here, I had some really ripe bananas, and instead of throwing them away, I put them in the freezer so they're nice and cold for the smoothie. That's why I don't have to put ice in my smoothies, because I freeze the fruit and the vegetables that I put in them. So we're gonna start off this smoothie, and I promise you it's really good, okay? So you have to try it at home. So I'm gonna start off this smoothie with some frozen bananas. Here's my trusty blender right here. Hopefully you can see. Some frozen bananas, right? There we go, right here. And what I also have, and of course we know bananas has potassium, right? So I also have some wild blueberries. These are frozen as well. So you can get frozen wild blueberries from your local organic store. So you can see they're actually smaller than the regular ones because they're wild. So I have some frozen wild blueberries, which are great for antioxidants, right? Keep you young and vibrant and healthy. Also, I have some cut spinach, some frozen spinach. This is also organic, but it's, you know, the thing about frozen foods and frozen vegetables and fruits is that they usually flash freeze them. So it keeps all the nutrition in the fruits and vegetables, even if you buy it frozen. So this is what I like to use for my smoothies. I like cooking fresh spinach, but when it comes to my smoothies, I make sure I buy the frozen stuff, okay? So this is all those nice vitamins, and you have iron, of course, if you don't know, in the spinach. Now, we're making our smoothie dairy-free, okay? So I have some almond milk. And let me tell you something. When you go to the store, make sure that you're buying the unsweetened almond milk, because I know a lot of people say, hey, I'm trying to go dairy-free. I want to minimize the amount of dairy I take, and they're buying the sweet stuff. Don't buy the sweet stuff. Buy the unsweetened almond milk. It doesn't matter the brand, but just make sure it says unsweetened on there. So I have some unsweetened almond milk. And I have, this is what I was talking to you about. I'm going to drop a link down below later for this, or some of the bone broth I use. So I use a bone broth powder. You can also make bone broth on your own. But if you guys don't know, bone broth is good for collagen and proline and some other great amino acids that actually help your intestines, right? It helps heal your intestines and boost immunity. So that post I was telling you about earlier that I posted on the Domestic Lifestylist earlier today, it's live. I'm going to drop the link below. That's one of the ways that I jumpstart my immunity. And guys, while you're watching, if you think your family, friends, or loved ones would love this video, please be a doll or be a great guy and go ahead and share that video for me, please. I would love it. So while you're sharing, I am going to put a scoop of my bone broth protein powder. Actually, I'm going to put 2 scoops because this one says 1 scoop in 12 ounces of water. And my little people love these smoothies, so they're going to be sharing with me. So I'm going to put 2 scoops of that bone broth powder, which I will drop the link down below when this live is finished about where you can get any of the items that I'm using for this smoothie. And my secret sauce, even though it's not sauce, is that I decided to use some coconut milk in the smoothie. Not just any coconut milk, but this is Culinary coconut milk. Why is it important that I'm telling you it's Culinary coconut milk? Because it's nice and thick. It's not that thin stuff, okay? So it's nice and thick in here. It's organic. Of course, it's coconut milk, so which means it's dairy-free. Some of that good fats in there for great hair, great skin. Look how, you see how thick this is? Now, I know the coconut milk you may not pour this thickly. Look how thick that is. That is the difference between getting regular coconut milk and Culinary coconut milk. I'm using Culinary coconut milk because I want my smoothie to be nice and creamy. All right, so I believe I have enough going on here. While I'm going to blend, you all can let me know what kind of smoothies you like or what kind of videos you would like to see me do in the future. You all know I like healthy eating and healthy cooking, and basically anything else you want to watch, just let me know, and then I'll know in the future when I do a video what kind of things you want to watch. All right, so I'm going to put this on. It's going to be noisy in a second, but the great thing about this particular blender is I really think I can get it done. I think it's like 30 seconds and it'll all be done. And then I can just pop some extra almond milk up here if I need some more. So we'll see. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to do this. Consistency I need. And really that was 20 seconds. So guys, make sure you're sharing this video with your friends and family. I'm going to pour this up so you can see what it looks like. Some people say, hey, I want to do smoothies with my kids, but that spinach you put in there, I'm not sure about that spinach. Well, listen guys, if your kids see you drinking it and eating the fruits and vegetables, they'll want to do it too. And actually, this smoothie is not even green. So if your kids have a thing about color and they don't like it green, you can see I have a nice purplish color on this one. And look how creamy that is. That is due to the coconut milk, the Culinary coconut milk that I have in there. It looks so good. And I'm gonna take a little swig. Good, if you notice, no sugar, no honey, no sweetener, because it's not needed. You have to train your palate to not need sugar. Plus, I really used the ripest bananas I could find, and we had those blueberries in there. So it's really a nice, mellow, great tasting smoothie. And you know what? What's the great thing about this too? Smoothies can get you through meals. So when you feel like snacking on something that is not healthy for you and not good for you, whipping up a quick smoothie that literally took me less than 30 seconds is a great way to get through those meals. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the link for the post I was telling you about, ways to boost your immunity and decrease your chances of getting sick, because I'm gonna tell you it's worked for me, and if it's working for me, I know it'll work for you too. I'm gonna drop a link for some of the things that you saw me use here in my smoothie so you can know where to buy them, what I use. And guys, if you're not subscribed to the Domestic Lifestyle Style Letter, I'm going to drop a link there too so you can know how to get all these tips and tricks. I'm going to make sure that I stay around even after this live to, comment on your comments, answer your questions. I'm open to feedback if you want other videos. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see. And of course, let me know that you share this video because that's how other people can be positively affected by the information that I'm sharing. All right, guys, so thank you so much for listening and watching. This is Lisa Leslie Williams from the Domestic Lifestylist. Remember to live life with finesse and style. Bye for now.